Oh, yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it going. We back in the barber shop, and you know what we got today. Let's get ready for it. You know what it is. Browns versus Ravens preview. You rocking and rolling. Who in here so far? Let me check and see how we moving right here. 18 people in the chat, man. Want to continue to make sure. Let me see if I can show that. Yeah, we ready to go. We ready to go. Come on in. 18 people in here right now. We're gonna get to the Browns versus Ravens preview right here on the UCSS barbershop. You know what we do. We've been rocking and rolling with you every single Monday and on Wednesday, Mondays and Wednesdays, right here on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. So we got a great show for you guys coming up today. Of course, we always get to your chat and your questions. Always get to your chat and your questions as well. We'll get to that. Anything that you want to know about the Browns, getting into with the Ravens, all of that good stuff. What's popping, my man? What's popping? We in here. We ready to go. Just seeing if we was good. So we definitely going to get to this Browns and Ravens preview. Got a great show. Coming up, I'm going to tell you why. This is the Deshaun Watson game. This is a marquee matchup type game, and this is a type of a game that you've been waiting for to get a guy like Deshaun Watson since we've been here as a Cleveland Browns organization, since we've been here as a franchise. This is the type of game that you got a Deshaun Watson for. This is the type of game you got him for because you're matching him skill set for skill set with Lamar Jackson. I'll come up and we'll talk about why that is such a pivotal thing going into this game. Also, how do you stop Lamar Jackson? We talked about it on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Me and Tyvis went back and forth a little bit. I tell you, I don't think you change much. I think you do what you do. I think Lamar Jackson does what he does. And it's going to be a battle or a clash to see who does it the best. We'll talk about that matchup and why I wouldn't change much if you're still sitting there talking about the Cleveland Browns. Also, but before we get to that, we got to get to the main point right here. And that is talking about getting over the past, right? So one of the things I want to talk about in terms of where we go and how I brand and market this game, it's called getting over the past. And one of the things that the Cleveland Browns have yet to do so far is they've yet to put the old Browns and leave the old Browns where they were supposed to be at. The old Browns were buried and gone way back when in 1995. And I think a lot of people to this day still have not gotten over the Cleveland Browns leaving. A lot of people to this day still have not gotten over their team being moved. Those teams not only moving, but moving and becoming the Baltimore Ravens. And then on top of that, being so close to winning as the Cleveland Browns franchise to not only lose your colors, lose your identity, lose your Sunday rituals, lose everything that you become a part of, and to see them change their colors, go to Baltimore, and in less than 4 years, put together one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen in the Baltimore Ravens, led by none other than Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer, Jonathan Ogden, Hall of Famer, Ed Reed, Hall of Famer, put up 2,000 yards with Jamal Lewis, and to have your most recognizable Cleveland Brown and Ozzie Newsome head and be a part of their front office and to draft year after year, to plug and play year after year. And for them to take that and go to Baltimore and do what they did, it devastated people. Devastated people. But I'm here to tell you, just the same way that those Baltimore Ravens people, just to say the Ravens put it together in 4 years, believe what your eyes are showing you. There's still some people that don't believe and don't believe what their eyes are showing them. What your eyes are showing you is the Baltimore Ravens put it together in 2 years. And the Cleveland Browns may have came back in 1999, but in 2023 is when they really became the real deal. Think about it. Since 1999, how many games on your hand? How many times can you count on your fingers when you said, "Wow, we got a Browns team that gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. We got a Browns team that got a defense that's lights out. Wow, we got a pass rusher that could also be talked about as a Hall of Famer. We got a franchise quarterback that looks like he's going to be able to throw the football. We got a number one receiver that could look like he's going to do so many things and do great things, right? You have that right now. And so the Browns came back in 1999. But in 2023, they're actually legit. They became a legit franchise. They became a legit organization that with your eyes, you can see on the field the fruits of what we've been waiting for so many years. And until we can really actually put the old Browns out of our mind and get over the fact that the Browns left and that team is now Baltimore, I don't think that the Browns could really truly say that they're ready to compete for titles. Because sometimes you can't look back. And I think a lot of what we do as fans and media is we look at the Cleveland Browns and everything is put through the lens of what happened those years ago. Hey, listen, it's a new generation. It's a new day. It's a new time. It's a new energy out here. We got people that was born in the 90s, but we still continue to live in a land and continue to live in a place where, guess what? We living in 1989 and 86. We still, and I love Bernie to death. I talked to Bernie and Leroy and all those guys. But the crazy part about it is, how long you gonna wait to get rid of that curse? Because we waited a long time. We waited a long time. Joe Flacco was very successful here. He was very successful in having the Ravens win games. People don't remember, Big Ben won a lot of games on us. Big Ben won a lot of games on us, but so did Joe Flacco. And he won a championship. My question has always been, if I had to wait my turn and had to watch the Browns become the Ravens and then they win the Super Bowl, then I still had to wait my turn when they drafted Joe Flacco in the second round out of Delaware and he became good. And then I still had to wait my turn because now they got Lamar Jackson. When is it your turn? The turn never comes. You got to take your turn. You got to see. I'll give you a case in point here. 87 people in here right now. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. We're going to rock and roll for an hour. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to get to your questions. So you got some comments, thoughts on what we're talking about right now. Get to it. Make sure you put that in the chat. We'll be doing that. And as always, we will definitely keep this thing moving till 4 o'clock. But here's where I want to go with this. You know, sometimes when you're younger, my mom used to tell me I wasn't very much of a, what we would say, a fighter back in the day. You know, I played Division I football, but I didn't, I didn't never really play, small football, Pop Warner football. I didn't play till I was like maybe 15, 16 years old. And one of the things that I grew up as a kid who liked science, and I grew up as a kid that liked math, right? And I remember going to the playgrounds and never being picked for certain things. No, you can't hoop. You can't play no basketball. I remember getting cut from my 6th and 7th grade basketball team and being like, wow, that's horrible. And then I remember being awkward, and everybody goes through that awkward stage and all that good stuff. And I just remember one day, it just clicked for me. And I came to the conclusion, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose out there? And instead of asking, can somebody pick me up? I let my game speak for me. And my game said, oh no, if you want to win, you're going to pick me up. Because I'm not coming off the court the next time. You're not getting an opportunity to get back on the court. So if you want to win, you better pick me up. It got to a point where I said to myself, well, if I want to play football, well, it looks to me that I gotta be able to be something in practice as well. I gotta be. So you know what I did? I told myself, you know what? Practice is my games. If you're not, if you're not gonna play me, if you're not, I'm gonna have to take it out on you. And what I came to realization was, scout team is great because every time you play scout team, if you take it seriously, that means you're gonna get reps against the ones, and that means you're gonna steel sharpen steel. So you're gonna get better. Take that seriously and say, y'all go. I'm gonna play so hard that you're gonna have to come and tell me, hey, G Bush, take it easy on me. We got a game Saturday. G Bush, take it easy, or you can't be hitting Mike Doss like that. G Bush, you all in the backfield. You can't be talking to you're around our quarterback's hands. Sometimes it got so bad they make you run. You can't be hitting our guys like that. You can't do that. Make him run, coach. Guess what? I'll gladly run. But you know what's a funny thing about running him? It gets your name in the paper. It gets your name on that scout report. It gets your name noticed. And when it comes time to playing time, when it comes time somebody get injured, when it comes time to somebody is doing something, guess what? And that Bush kid is, hey man, he playing hard. That Bush kid, they can't block him. This Bush kid, he got an attitude. He's terrible. He look like he don't like the coaches or the players, but we show on him on our team. See, sometimes you got to come home and beat Big Brother up. Sometimes you got to come home and disrespect Big Brother. And the Ravens in the AFC North think that they're your big brother. And for all intents and purposes, they are. Their lineage is your big brother. They got the history, the cachet, the uniforms is a little more sleeker. They let them wear the dark shields, all that good stuff. They got the shiny quarterbacks and all that good stuff, and they draft well. But guess what? Someday, you got to come home and knock on that bedroom door and tell Big Brother, I ain't little brother no more. All that little stuff you used to get away with, we're not worried about it. All that energy that y'all talk, all that pushing me down and not picking me, and I got to go tell mom and dad. See, now I don't got to tell mom and dad. We handle this in the backyard like two grown men. And that's when Big Brother start respecting you. That's when Big Brother start taking you places. That's when Big Brother say, listen, hey, no longer, hey, that's when Big Brother starts saying, hey, ain't nobody messing with my brother. My little brother bad. My little brother beat the brakes off my friends. You better stop playing with little bro. Hey, look, he ain't little no more. And that's the area, and that's the energy, and that's the time of day you got to be if you talking about in the AFC North. We ain't little brothers no more. We carry a big stick too. And we're going to settle that on Sunday. With that being said, I'm a little late to break, so we're going to get to it. Listen, let's get to a couple comments before we do get to break. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got. Let me get this down. Where we at? Where my comments, right? That's right, G. We not the same old Browns no more. We ain't the same old Browns no more. We got a different type energy. We're going to talk about it coming up in this next break, too. People talk about what game plan you got. G. Bush got an answer for you. You want the white face mask back? Oh, man. Michael says, Kool-Aid, you know what it is. Evan, what we drinking Sunday afternoon? That's what we're going to say. Put it in the chat, too. What kind of Kool-Aid we drinking on Sunday afternoon? You know what it is. Last week was that Wildberry Electric Blue. What kind of drink we drinking on when it comes to these Ravens? Don't make me put the purple drink out. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. 161 people in here. 161, hit the like button for your boy. Kellen Hunter, we better not be little no more. We over 23 damn years old. Hey, right? We grown now. It took us 23 years to get the rosters we got now. We grown. You're not going to be just taking my money and pushing me down. And I get to use the number one controller, too. I'm not going to be Luigi all the time. I'm not Luigi all the time. I get Mario, too. Come on now. If you know what it be, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's get to our first break of the show. Matter of fact, we're going to get to this. And as always, let's get to this. Woo-woo. Where we at? Here we go. We always tell you, man, it always starts with the Patreon. Always start with the Patreon game. If you If you would like to become a Patreon, the membership link will be in the description. We want to thank all of the individuals who support me. Without Patreon, without individuals supporting the barbershop, we would not be able to do what we do on every single basis. We read these names off. Greg Smith is on here. Amari Spence. Shout out to Amari Spence. The Jerk Chicken Man is live and well. I got a date for Amari. He's going to come in studio and show us and break down that beautiful jerk chicken. We're going to get to that as well, man. Robert Norman, Bradley Thomas, Brunsgale, Mayo, Spencer Mahone, Aaron, Brandon, Russell Edwards, Timothy Tyree, Anthony, and Howard Vannis. So thank you guys for being part of the Patreon crew, and we appreciate you guys and what you do each and every day for the barbershop, and we want to say thank you also. Shout out to the Kool-Aid Mafia too, man. You know the Kool-Aid Mafia is live and well. And when we do some of the best things in the world, Kool-Aid Mafia don't necessarily even got to do with the Cleveland Browns. You see what I'm saying? It don't even necessarily got to do with the Cleveland Browns, but what they'll have to do with, it's just another word for unknown. If you know, you know. See, if you drinking the Kool-Aid, you one of the ones that dig a little deeper. You the one that don't take stuff for face value. You one of the people that don't just listen to what I say. You put it out there, you break it down, and you give your opinion. That's the great thing about the barbershop. The best thing about the barbershop, we respect everybody that come here. If you put the hard work in, if you don't agree with G. Bush, cool. Same way on my radio show. If you don't agree with G. Bush, cool. Ain't got no big deal. But here's the thing. All I ask you to do is do your research, come to me with a thought-provoking topic, and we can have a conversation about it. There's too many people dismissing people. It's a lot of people out there that don't take no calls on the radios because people disagree with you. Don't be a sucker. Don't be a sucker and not be able to have a conversation with some people. That's the problem with us today. Look, that's why, you know what, G. Bush, stop. This is why people, that's why they don't mess with you. You've used, stop, G. Bush. But let's talk about this. We talk about Lamar Jackson. And we talked about this early on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and I talked to Tyvis Powell and Jay and Bull, and everybody talked about what is it that you do with Lamar Jackson? How do you stop Lamar Jackson? And one of the old thought processes with Lamar Jackson, and it happens a lot when you're talking about scrambling quarterbacks, and I've heard it with Patrick Mahomes, I've heard it with Michael Vick and those guys. You know, sometimes you could put too much respect on somebody's name. Sometimes you can put so much respect and admiration on somebody's skill set that you actually talk yourself out of an advantage that you got. Let me repeat that. Sometimes you can put so much respect on somebody else's game that you forget to play your game. Hey, Shaq said it, Charles Barkley said it the best way. Hey, look. If they want to play small ball, fine. They gonna hit some threes, but you got to come down and put them guards on me. Now I got the advantage. I gotta punish you underneath. I gotta punish you and get to the rim. I gotta punish you on the boards. I gotta punish you by being more physical. So you got ahead too. We boxing. I'm not gonna sit here and let you jab and punch me in the face with your best shot, but yet and still, I ain't gonna throw my best shot. I'm gonna just defense and play guard. No. We're not gonna play that game. See, I repeat, the Cleveland Browns, they got the advantage. We dictate the terms of an engagement. The Cleveland Browns dictate the terms of an engagement based on the way they're playing defense at this present moment. So when you want Lamar Jackson, people say, no, keep him in the pocket and make him a passer. Cliche. Run your rush lanes and don't let them get out. Cliche. What you got to do is play zone behind and then hopefully bend, but don't break. Cliche. Stop it. I keep trying to tell y'all. This is a new day. It's new schemes out here. It's new. Why would I want to keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket? I want Lamar Jackson under the same duress and pressure as everybody else. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the face. See, the thing about Lamar Jackson where he struggles at is where every other quarterback struggles at. They've been trying to find it in Wonderlic. They've been trying to find it in stats. They've been trying to find it all over the place when it's talking about what do you need to do to find a great quarterback? Processing. Everybody knows if you're looking for a great computer, what is it about? It's not really about the memory, right? It's not really about how you got the best screen in the world. Heck, internet count, but it's all about that processing speed. All computers can make calculations, but is yours faster than mine? Do you got higher upload speeds? Can you process the information better than me? See, great quarterbacks, they throw the ball well, even when the pressure's on. Great quarterbacks can look at you pre-snap and calculate and matriculate and look and adjust and say, oh, that's a cover 3. I already know what they're running over here. I'm going to manipulate this middle backer. I'm going to use my eyes to go across the screen. Look him off. I'm going to hit the backside zone. He's going to sit down right in the hole right there. We got 8 yards every single time upfield. That's the difference between the elite passers and the JV ones. Baker Mayfield looked good sometimes, but when they ratchet that pressure up, that pressure, and he confused, different story. Lamar Jackson looks splendid. He's great on Madden when he's running around and dipping and looking for guys and making guys look silly. But here's the point. Can you do that when Myles Garrett is chasing you? And can you do that while Myles Garrett is chasing you, but Dalvin Tomlinson is pushing the pocket? Can you do that, but Zadarius Smith is screaming down your neck from the backside? Can you do that, but then you look around in the coverage and it ain't zone, it's man-to-man. Now that's all about timing. Now it's 1, 2, 3, can you get it out? But you're not even getting it out because you're running. Can you do that when Denzel Ward is locked up man-to-man? And Martin Emerson got your other dude locked up. Can you do that with JOK spying you in the middle of the field and everywhere you go, he's mirroring you? And the second you look away from him, you feel Zadarius Smith coming. And then you forgot that Dalvin Tomlinson then knocked the pocket back. You see, sometimes you got to understand, I'm going to play me. The Browns defense just need to stick to the script. We're going to stick to the script. And he gonna give you a couple. I remember a not so far past ago. A couple years ago, I remember he threw 4 or 5 interceptions in a game and we still lost. 4 or 5 interceptions on a primetime game, we still lost. 5 picks. There's no way you'll get away with that now. No way you'll get away with that now. Because you know what? You can't count on our quarterback being just as garbage. So that's a great thing about getting a quarterback. No longer do you got the free reign to come out there and have bad performances and say that my defense is going to, they'll shut them down. The Browns only going to get 15, 16 points. Ooh, it looks like we found a quarterback. See, now it's a different type of pressure on you. So when you say keep him in the pocket, I'm not making his life any easier. What type of 500-yard games have you seen him play? I just watched him play against the Indianapolis Colts and Gardner Minshew, and look, maybe I just be watching the games. I respect Lamar Jackson and what he brings to the table, but you know what I respect more? Jim Schwartz. You know what I respect more? Myles Garrett. You know what I respect more? Zadarius Smith. You know what I respect more? Denzel Ward locking people up. That's what I like to see. Are they going to have some stuff where Lamar going to get loose? Of course Lamar going to get loose. It's Action Jackson. He's blockbuster. He going to get his money off. But like I said before, this game ain't really about the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This is telling Big Bro, once again, hey, Big Bro, you used to be able to run around and do all that corny stuff in Madden, right? You might want to play by the books. Hey, Big Bro, remember you used to just like back me down like this and just play around with me? Play around as I put my headphones back in. Remember you used to do all that? Hey, big bro, you can't do that no more. You might want to shoot these jumpers. I'm way too strong underneath for that. Remember when you used to we was pitching and you used to pitch and we played a baseball team and you just be like, I'm a rear back and blow the fastball by you. You might want to mix that up. Mix your change up slider in there, curveball, because little bro kind of, I'm that dude. I'm him right now. And you better keep your girlfriend to yourself too. She be doing, little bro be lifting now. I'll be wearing them colognes. Your girl be, I saw her the other day. I didn't want to say nothing. I said, don't do that to bro. Oh boy, y'all crazy, man. Y'all is crazy. Here we go. What we got? Let's get to the comment section, man. Let's get to this comment section. I know y'all got some stuff up here. Let's get to it, man. Let's see. KR Thunder, LOL, getting my Browns material in. You got to get that Browns material in, man. Where the Kool-Aid Mafia shirts at for sale? Well, thank you. We're going to show you exactly where you can get a Kool-Aid Mafia shirt. Todd Stein, we'll get you one together. And we're going to name the next 2 winners that got Kool-Aid Mafia shirts sent out courtesy of your boy G. Bush, man. Hey, man, Graham Dog 6, I appreciate you. I agree with G. Bush a lot. I appreciate it. Balls at McGee, Browns just need to put the games together, be consistent. That's all it's about. Now we're not wishing upon a star. We're not like going, hoping, wishing we in games, right? People talk about, well, I'm looking at the 49ers game and what we go. No. When you got a squad, you don't worry about who you playing. You just worry about, being consistent in your game plan. That's what we're looking for. Hey, Big G, what's up, man? If we are true contenders, we got to beat the Ravens at home. Then they'll have 2 weeks to prepare for the 49ers. Whoa, Nelly, I agree. That's what we're looking at. If you true contenders, you at home. If you true contenders and you know what your defense is, we're not switching nothing up for Lamar Jackson. Tell him to come bring his A game. And by the way, thank you, George. 4 interceptions on 11-28-21. Thank you. I knew somebody was going to stat check that. I could remember, and we lost that game, and it was at Baltimore, all them doggone interceptions. We couldn't do nothing with it. Kellen says, JOK the key to a lot of stopping Lamar. Athletic as hell and can actually flow and clean up now that our D tackles aren't garbage truck juice. I hear that, man. I definitely hear that, man. Yeah, man, you guys have been awesome, man. So listen, we're gonna coming back up. We're gonna also talk about this too. We talked about Lamar Jackson. And this is a game I said before. This is a game that comes down to Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson. This is what you got Deshaun Watson for. I'm gonna explain more. We'll go into more depth when we come back. It's G. Bush on the UCS YouTube page. You know what it is. Stay tuned. Y'all people been asking. You people been asking. Once right here. You said, G. Bush, where can I get the barbershop t-shirt from? Well, here's how you can do it, man. First of all, in this comment section, or excuse me, in the comment section of this video, you will see the YouTube video clicks right in the comments. You'll see the link for all the barbershop merchandise under all our barbershop promos, under our videos. You'll see those. But this is how you are going to be able to get barbershop merchandise courtesy of your boy Truly. Kool-Aid Mafia is moving and shaking. Thank you for everybody that made this thing a movement. Because I'm telling you what, the Kool-Aid Mafia, they bootlegged it in China. They bootlegged it in India. I'm not lying to you, by the way. If you search Kool-Aid Mafia, it's everyone selling these shirts, moving around. But I tell you what, unless you see the Kool-Aid, unless you see the barbershop on the sleeve, it don't count. Here's the way you can get in and get these 2 shirts. I give 2 shirts a week away, and you only can get them by putting the code word, emailing me the code word of the day. So if you email me at gbush91 with the subject line, beat Ravens before 12 a.m. tonight, you'll be entered into a random drawing for a Kool-Aid Mafia t-shirt. Now, you got to have the subject line in there. Beat Ravens. BEATRAVENS in the subject line. And if you are notified, you will be the winner. We give 2 t-shirts away every single week right here in the barbershop. And if you know Kool-Aid Mafia, if you know, at gbush91 at hotmail.com is where you're going to send it. Beat Ravens before 12 a.m. September 27th, and you'll be entered into a random drawing for a Kool-Aid Mafia t-shirt. If you want to purchase a Kool-Aid Mafia or any barbershop merchandise, you can check that out at www.bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. Again, that's bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. Coming up in the next segment, we will tell you, we've already talked about this a little bit. We're going to tell you full-fledged. We're going to let you guys know how or who won the last 2 barbershop t-shirts. So far we've given away, I don't want to count, I think it's 7 or 8. So we got 2 new winners for this week. So get in. We want to let you know we here. We give those out, and that's just part of what we do. We grow and continue to sell those shirts, and they're moving like hotcakes. Thank you for all who have supported. And I do want to say this too: if you are, there is a thing with one of our suppliers. If you do order the sweatshirt, I have gotten some feedback from a couple of people, namely Tyvis, that they run a little small. So if you do order a hoodie with the Kool-Aid Mafia, order 1 size larger than you normally would wear. So just go ahead and remember that. Just a little disclaimer out there. So go ahead and order one a little bigger. If you wear a 1X, order a 2X because they are running a little small. All right, let's get right back off into this thing, man. And we talked about this situation a little bit too. We said this is a game where you're going to have Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson. And this is the type of game that you've gotten Deshaun Watson for. This is a game that you should expect Deshaun Watson to be the upgrade, so to speak. And the reason I got this titled Throw for Throw, because it's not going to be who wins this game with their legs. This game's going to come completely down to who can win with their arms. Who is going to be able to make the plays downfield once you scramble around. Deshaun Watson showed his ability to shrug off defensive tackles, stand strong, move around a little bit, find guys downfield to open plays up. Lamar Jackson is the most electric at doing it. He's a more athletic version of Watson. Heck, he might be more athletic than Michael Vick. The guy is magical when it comes to extending plays, but we've seen that comes with his pitfalls. Ball on the ground, injuries coming out of the game because you've been dinged up and hit a lot, and missing chunk plays down the field if you do not have your eyes up looking for those big plays as the scramble drill happens. This game's going to come down to not who's going to make the most dazzling plays, who has the most rushing yards on the ground, who has the best looking scrambles. It's going to come down to throw versus throw. And this is where Deshaun Watson has the advantage. Lamar Jackson is a much improved thrower. Don't get it twisted. He can throw the football. He's not a just random quarterback running back there like it's Army or Navy. But Deshaun Watson, when you watch him play, as a matter of fact, G. Bush, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Listen, in this industry, you know what they say. You say you don't tell him nothing. You don't tell him anything. You got to show him. Where we at? Let me show you. I'm going to show you what Watson did so well. Who is this? No, that's Myles Garrett. Hold on. We're going to get it. Let me see. There you go. Let's go show you what Deshaun Watson is all about. This is the reason that the Browns have the example. The Browns have the advantage. Deshaun Watson versus the Titans. If he gives you anything like this against the Ravens, good night. Chalk it up. 27 of 33, 289, 2 touchdowns. And to be truthful, I talked to the guys at Pro Football Focus, and here's the crazy thing about it. If he wouldn't threw the ball backwards, that was actually a fumble, and they counted at it against him, his QBR rating would have been higher than that. His quarterback rating, his rating was already 120-something. So this is what I mean why the Browns have the advantage. They have the advantage because Deshaun Watson, when he's scrambling around, he's looking for the guys downfield. And you look at it, I had a blog out that was disrespecting it. I asked Mary Kay on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and she doubled down on what I said. I said, listen, one of the guys that I think is truly a guy who's a guy who I think is underestimated, is undervalued, is not looked at as a guy who is a top-notch performer and somebody that I think is one of the best receivers that the Browns have had in their brief history back since 1999. And it's one Amari Cooper, and she doubled down on it. So I got to, when you get a guy like Amari Cooper, what you're able to do is you have a true number one receiver. And I think one of the things that you see and why Amari Cooper is still the number one receiver and why he has more targets and why he's more successful and why it seems he has more chemistry with Deshaun Watson is because he has a larger catch radius. He makes it easier. If Deshaun don't have to put it on him, Amari Cooper can catch it here, he can catch it here, he can catch it here, he can catch it here. He's everywhere with it. He's a precision route runner, and he has the catch radius. Sometimes people say, what's going on with Elijah Moore, and why can't Elijah Moore catch the football? What's going on with that relationship? And you tell people, ain't nothing going on with the relationship. Elijah Moore just has a smaller catch radius. He's a shorter receiver. The ball has to be on the money every time for him to catch. You saw the first couple games. If Deshaun Watson puts it about 6 inches a little this way, he keeps 2 feet in, and those are 10-yard gains. However, when you're a smaller receiver, don't have the elite leaping ability, don't have the crazy wingspan, it's just more room for error. It's less room for error. So when you got a guy like Amari Cooper right now, who should have had way more than 116 yards because they robbed us, smooth criminal robbed us out of what we were supposed to get done on that. He was not out of bounds. We all know that. 305 people in here, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. But here's what it's going to come down to. In this game, you're going to see versions and levels to this, as I like to say. There's levels to this. Them precision passes on those deep outs and deep comebacks. Deshaun Watson going to hit those. Them precision passes where it's a receiver or it's a linebacker here. You got to throw it over the outstretched linebacker, put it in a hole right in front of the safety. We're going to hit those. And those plays, guys like Lamar Jackson might pull it down. Say, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to need to do it myself. I'm going to need to do it myself. And I always say this, look at the frustration that the Cleveland Browns have been causing people. Joe Burrow, frustrated. Hey, we lost to the Steelers, and they got 12 points. 12 points we gave up to the Steelers. They had negative yards in the second half. And in this dominant performance, right? They had 78 yards during the game. That's crazy. Come on now. 78 yards during the game is ridiculous. So when I look at this game, it will come down to Watson versus Jackson. I know it's kind of quiet out there, all quiet on the Western Front. It's a lot of people out here that don't want to say what the Cleveland Browns have been doing. Oh, Deshaun Watson played good this week. They be counting on the fact that they don't got to talk about us or whatever the case may be. Oh, they will talk about us after this game. Because if the Cleveland Browns come out here and shut down Lamar Jackson, they got a whole bye week to think about what we can do. And we'll talk about the 49ers when the 49ers get here. But other than that, I'll take Watson over Jackson. What do you say? Put it in the comment section as well. Let's get to some of your comments here as well. Let's see what y'all got, man. Let's see. Some of you. Hey, everybody got a plan until they got socked in the mouth. And that's the way it goes down. That's the way it goes down sometimes. What do you think about splitting Hunt, splitting carries with Ford, 10 per game? I think Hunt has a lot left in the tank. Hey listen, Gabriel, I believe that he has a bunch left in the game. Like, I think some of the people, once again, I think some people just so quick to say, "Oh, this dude's washed," or "This dude ain't." Man, a lot of what you do has to do with the opportunities that you get in the scheme that you run in. I'll say it again. A lot of what your production is about the opportunities that they give you and the scheme that you run in. So there's a lot of times where people talk about Kareem Hunt is done. Stop that. Kareem Hunt still can get yards. Kareem Hunt still get kills, still has a burst. And it's all about how much they utilize him and what scheme they're running in, man. And frankly, I believe, and I've said from get-go, he didn't get that much of an opportunity when Nick Chubb was there, right? That last year, just didn't get it. It wasn't there. Was not there. Terrell Glenn just got in, and I'm debating whether I want to start from the beginning or watch the beginning of the stream later. Hey, hey, it's all the way up. Don't worry about it. We got everything up on demand. You can go check that out. I got a whole playlist. If you miss anything here on a barbershop, remember, we here every single Monday. We still getting the word out. The videos have been great so far. Every single Monday and Wednesday from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Monday and Wednesday, 3 to 4. We're here at the barbershop 1 hour long. Don't forget as well, coming up tonight, you get a behind the glass, Earl to Pearl, Mikey McNuggets is on there, Anthony. And they got a big guest coming up too. They got a big guest on behind the glass coming up in the next week or so. So keep that locked. We doing some things as a YouTube channel. We giving you everything right now. You getting multiple stations. You get multiple personalities. You got the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, 11 to 1. We got the overtime. If you're a member, shout out to the members. If you're a member, you get the overtime, 15-minute segments every single day on that. You're also getting TV. Y'all getting TV. We on TV, WKYC, 12:30 to 1 on every Friday. You got that. Now you got the barbershop every single Monday and Wednesday from 3 to 4, and you're still getting once a week. You're still getting once a week, usually, with the behind the glass with 3 extra. So we're giving you personality, we give you flavor, different stuff. We're getting it out there to you guys, making sure you guys is rocking and rolling. And the number one post-game show in all the game. The 2-minute warning, the number one post-game show. The numbers is crazy. It's not debatable. Thank you for making that such a huge success as well. Without further ado, let's get to this, man. You guys said this earlier. Without further ado, I want to get to the winners. Let's get to the winners of the last 2 t-shirts. Let's get those out. G. Bush, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all these individuals that emailed me and were recipient winners of the Kool-Aid Mafia t-shirt. We got 2 new winners. 2 new winners to name. We just sent out the confirmation to those individuals, so they probably figuring out just like y'all is for the first time. But let's go over the names who got the t-shirt so far. Jameson Meyer from Bowling Green, Ohio. Derek downtown Dansby from Cincinnati, Ohio. Andrea Russo from Carrollton, Texas. Emma Lewis from Moorhead, Kentucky. Brianna Zimmerman from Amherst, Ohio. Mark Mantia from Gardner, Kansas. And our first new winner, Matt Cantor. He's our first new winner. He sent me an email. He said, G. Bush, I'm in Dallas. I just moved from Cleveland to Dallas, man. Thank you. You make me feel like I'm right back at home. He is one of the guys. He was one of the newest winners. And Tanisha Salters, she said, yo, G. Bush, we missed you and your positivity last week. Shout out to Tanisha Salters. So Matt Cantor and Tanisha Salters are the winner of the Kool-Aid Mafia t-shirts. We'll have those out to those individuals in 72 hours. And for anybody that just wants to purchase the t-shirts, and you always get them Monday through Friday, every single day. Saturday, Sunday, we always open on bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop. Once again, bushlinebeauty.com/barbershop, and we'll post a link and link this in our comment section on this video as well. Thank you guys for being part of the barbershop. Thank you for being part of the Kool-Aid Mafia and supporting us. Just a small thanks from me to you guys to say thank you for helping me be where I'm at today. All right, so let's get back going into this thing. You know what I say? We got about 12 minutes here. To get back into some chat Q&A. So if you guys definitely have any comments you want to talk about, we could get into it here. This is your segment. This is where you could get your comments off, and we'll read some of that as well. Definitely chat Q&A is every single part of every show we do, and Super Chat is available. You want to skip to the top of the line, Super Chat, we'll read yours first, and make sure it stays on the screen, and make sure you get that time and energy to deserve. And thank you so much. We had a membership earlier, and I want to highlight that membership. Somebody joined the UCSS membership, and there is also a Super Chat. So we'll get to both of those first. Before we get to a point where we can get to the rest of the comments. James Cosby says, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ravens are standing between the Browns in first place and a bye week. UCSS happy. Salute to you. Hey, listen, this is kind of another thing that is really big for the Browns, necessarily speaking. Let me take this down. All right. There we go. This is really big for the Browns for one reason, is if you can be in first place and you can go and you could be playing this type of football in first place against the Ravens, one thing that you want to do is stack these wins. We got a lot of home games in the first part of the schedule. You want to stack these wins and be able to stack them and go into that bye game feeling good about yourself. And then you really get if you want to see, all right, you want to see people really get fired up about what the Cleveland Browns is and what they ain't. Beat the Baltimore Ravens, shut down Lamar Jackson, go into a bye week, and then had the had the San Francisco 49ers coming in with Bosa, Deebo Samuel, McCaffrey, Ayuk. We know the names. You talk about that's a game. You want to see people get excited? We got to take care of first things first. Don't get me excited around here. That's a ball game. Who is this? Let's see. Where we at? Let's keep it moving. I had what's it? Let me see what we got. Oh, we got a whole nother page here. Here we go. Shout out to Brian Hicks. He became a YouTube member. I appreciate you, guy. Anybody that's joining the UCSS family, congratulations. I tell you what, it's the best money you ever spent, bro. I tell you what, we're the hottest thing moving on the internet right now. Let's see what we got. Hold on, let me see. Oh, well, if you type in Devontae Adams, and we here for the rumors too, Colin. We all here for the rumors. Devontae Adams to the Cleveland Browns is listed. Apparently, there's some truth to that. Look, well, let me go ahead and get my Devontae Adams. I might even clip this and put this on one of the segments. Question: listen, if the Cleveland Browns is anywhere near Devontae Adams, everybody in trouble. Everybody in trouble. And I'm going to tell people what I told everybody on UCSS today. It's too much. It's too many thrifty guys. It's too many Dollar General guys around here. It's a lot of Save-A-Lot buddies in the chat. It'd be too many thrifty spendthrifts running around here talking about what you can't spend and how much you can't spend, and cap purgatory is coming. Listen. Y'all worse than the Game of Thrones. Y'all worse than the Game of Thrones, dog. The White Walkers are coming. Man, y'all hyped me up on these White Walkers for 3 whole seasons. You had me terrified. You had me thinking Westeros was done. The dragons wasn't enough. Jon Snow and all his direwolves was going to die. And all it took was Arya Stark with a piece of glass to get rid of the White Walkers. Y'all cats with this cat purgatory is worse than that. You keep telling me how if the world is coming to an end, G. Bush, if we listen, bro, I keep saying it. The owners are the ones who created the salary cap. They don't print the rules for you to see. They don't have them on any post. They don't display those rules to people. And all I see is the Cleveland Browns just restructuring away. Restructuring Teller, restructuring Joku. We restructure Deshaun Watson every quarter. Not of the year, every quarter of the football game, Deshaun Watson's contract is restructured. Oh, Nick Chubb, let me talk to you. Hey, Batonio, let me run that. Yeah. Everything is restructured, and somehow they got the biggest cap money in the league. Well, gee, they want to roll that over. They got to roll it over and pay this guy. If you think I care about any cap money, I don't. I told you not to sign Conklin. You signed him to all this money. He wasn't no good last year and he'd be hurt. What am I going to do about it? You signed Jed Wills. He ain't no good. Definitely ain't no good. And said you're going to give him a 5th year. 2 years early. He ain't no good. Worst lineman we got. What make you think that I'm not going to go get Devontae Adams or anybody that can help me win so I can save any money for those 2 guys? The money's already taken. We're already in purgatory, whatever the case you want to be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them whatever they want. I'll take Devontae Adams. Let's roll. And I'll worry about that later. Everybody want to worry about that. Do you want to win this year? Or do you want to have a window of 7 to 10 years of consistent? Shut up. Ask the Thunder. Ask the Thunder about windows. They came up against the LeBron Heat, and they had Harden in his prime, MVP. Westbrook in his prime, MVP. Kevin Durant in his prime, MVP. And they still lost. Never won a championship, and you had 3 MVPs on your team and a Defensive Player of the Year and Serge Ibaka. Stop playing with me with these windows. Ask the Tribe, ask the Guardians how windows work. We got a window as long as Tito is here, and we keep this pitching and our front office is able to churn out these arms, and our front office is so thrifty with what little that they have, we'll always stop playing. You don't sign anybody. You don't have any of those arms. You got 3 good pitchers now. We'll be happy if you keep one of them when they win Cy Youngs. And now Tito retired because he ain't got no time for it no more, and he's tired of pinching pennies. It's the way windows work. Forget a window. I don't even have the windows in my house. My man cave don't have windows. Windows to G. Bush are overrated. Clip that. That was a dope one. I remember the guys talking a week ago about you have a huge injury. You need to make that backup and huge addition. What if Jonathan Taylor wasn't the answer? What if Adams have been taught? Hey, you're right where I need to be. Hey, only one Zay, I see you. Mm-hmm. Reese Holt says low-key Lamar should be scared to face off against Deshaun. Deshaun big homie for a minute now. Yeah, he know that's the upgrade. He know that's the upgraded package. He got that's the new skin. You know, you get your upgrade package, your new skins off DLC. You know what it is. That's a new layup package. You know that. B Skrills, what's up? Hey, non-Browns related, but even though the Cavs have enough guards, they need to see about Drew Holiday. Hey, listen, by the way, I know this ain't even Browns related, but good gracious, we got about 2 minutes left. Milwaukee Bucks? You just gonna get Dame? Milwaukee you just went up top and got Dame? Man, I don't like it, man. I could have swore the Cavs was creeping in that top 3. They go out and get Dame, Giannis. Hey, we might want to poach Drew Holiday. He available? Somebody let me know Drew Holiday available. What they trade for? Somebody put the trade in the chat. Real quick, it's about 2 minutes left. Can somebody put the trade in the chat? Man, let me see. Somebody real quick. Man, we got a lot of, what? Man, let me see. Somebody put that trade up there. Oh, he available? I'm looking. This is worst radio in the world. This is worst TV. Some people is telling me the trade wasn't good. Nathan G, what's up? Tony Maselli, crazy how Milwaukee traded with their finals opt for just a few short years ago. What they trade? Let me see. I can't. Cav just got worse with that Milwaukee trade. Let me see. Blazers said they're looking to trade him immediately. Did they trade? They traded Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen. Oh man, this is rough. Every team got worse. Let me see. Let me see. Really quickly, what is the trade? Sorry if I go. No, it's about 30 seconds. We can read that. What it is. Portland Trailblazers trading Damian Lillard alongside to play beside Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Bucks as a 3-team deal. That also includes the Phoenix Suns. Sources told Adrian Wojnarowski. Just get to it. The Suns will receive Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Who did? Portland will receive Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton. Oh wow. And some other guy. Milwaukee's 2029 unprotected first round pick, draft pick, unprotected Milwaukee swap rights for 2028. This trade a little funny. It's a little funny. We might have to get to that. We might have to stop in and talk about it because listen. I'm taking up all the time from the boys over behind the glass. Make sure you gotta check that out. Behind the glass. Hit that like button 367, and as always, don't forget. We will be back. We will be back next Monday. Les White will be back next Monday, so go check this out. And if you missed it, we'll put these clips up on demand. It's your boy G Bush, and you always know what I'm talking about. You don't know where I'm gonna be at, but you know what you can do. You can just listen for the Clippers. Peace.